everybody, and welcome to DDTS, episode 731. I'm back with another episode and video. This is going to be a short video. This is a random thought that I had, okay? I was on Instagram, and they were still showing clips about the Bad Bunny halftime show. By the way, I did a review on it last week. I enjoyed the review. I loved it. And Bad Bunny did it for the culture. He did it for every Latino community and every country that spoke Spanish, and all for the country, for the culture, ancestry, and all of that. And something really came to my mind and came to my brain after watching that video. And this is for the Latino community, this is for the Black and Brown community, this is for anyone in general that loves these conversations. And I rarely talk about this stuff. I think I do on my channel, but I don't include everything that there is to include. But I wanted to include this because the reason I have not included a lot that I usually include is because I get so into it and I get so excited doing this content and doing this stuff. I intend to forget a lot of things. So I wanted to include this. I don't mean to offend anybody by saying this. This is my honest opinion. This is my truth. And by the way, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Hold on, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm back. What I wanted to share with you all for the Latino community around the world and the Black and Brown community, I want to talk about this, and I wanted to just say this opinion. I believe, in my honest opinion, that we have let colorism divide us as one. I think within the Black community and other communities that we surround ourselves with and all around the world, we have let colorism, in my honest opinion and thoughts, we have let colorism divide us as one. We have let colorism put peoples that are Black and brown and other ethnicities and races and races and genders and everything, depending of our tone, we've let colorism basically come between a lot of us as Black peoples, as brown peoples, Latino peoples, Asian peoples, all around the world. And when you think about it, all the countries that are not, all the countries and all the peoples that are not the other community that I'm not going to mention, if you know, you know, all the countries, like, and all this and that, like, you know, all the countries and all around the world, you think of Mexico, you think of Puerto Rico, you think of the Dominican Republic, you think of China, Asia, all that, Korea, all that. When you think about it, when you put it all together, it's always going to be peoples within those communities and in those countries, they're going to have a different shade than all of us. And we as peoples in Africa and all that, we as peoples, we've let society and we've let this colorism take over our mind and our brains, thinking that we are better than the other because of the color of our skin. But when you think about it, all those countries and everything that I've named are basically in some part anti-Black because they don't want anything to do with our community. They don't want nothing to do with our ancestry. But when it comes to our food and when it comes to our culture, they want to adapt our culture. It's not because, you know, they feel like that they can. They do that because a lot of us within our community, we let them insert themselves into our circle, into our spaces. And the ones that we let in our circle and our spaces, they don't want to learn about our culture. They don't even care about our culture. They just want to be included. They just want to be a part of the solution to say that they're not this, that they're not that they love everyone. This is not for everybody. I'm not saying this is for all of the peoples in those countries that I've named. It's just a great deal. But what I'm saying, within the Latino community, the Asian community, Korean community, all that, we've let, in the black and brown community, we've let society and we let colorism come in between a lot of stuff because of the color of our skin. Because we have been exposed to a lot of ignorance when it comes to colorism, not only in the black and brown community, but in the LGBTQIA community, especially the LGBTQIA community, the gay community. Because some people's really think that because they're light skinned they're better. Some people's really think because they're dark skinned they're better. Some people's believe that they're a different tone, that they're better. In the black community, the brown community, the Latino community, Dominican Republican community, because the Dominican Republic, if I can say it correctly, a lot of peoples in the Dominican Republic community, they very quick to say that they're not black, but y'all's skin is just like ours in the black and brown community. But those are the same community that want to adapt our culture. They want to adapt our lifestyles. They want to adapt everything that we came up with, everything that we invented. And you have that in the Puerto Rican community. Each and every community that I've named, in the Puerto Rican community, in the Latino community, the Dominican Republic, Asian community, Korean community, all around the world, even black and brown, we are our own problem half of the time in each community, because a lot of those communities are anti-black. They want to adapt our style and culture, but don't want to support our style and culture. And I know this might sound a little off as well, but this is my honest opinion. The peoples that are anti-black in those communities, the Asian community, the Hispanic community, these are the same communities that we go spend our money on when we eat at the Mexican restaurant, Chinese restaurant, Indian restaurant, and all. We making their pockets fatter and richer while they don't care about us. But they real quick to talk smack about our community or any community that's around, saying that we need to go back to Africa. You need to go back to wherever you came from. Not only for black peoples, but also peoples within the Hispanic community, all the minorities. And I know I might be missing a couple of things, but if you're watching this video, please help me out if I'm missing the point. But what I'm trying to say is this: it took me a while to think about it. I'll just be thinking about stuff. And what I want to say is we let colorism take over everything. That's the problem. People so worried about people's being too dark, people's being too light, people's being too this, people being too that. The last time I checked, we are all human beings. And the last time we checked, we gonna bleed the same blood. And the last time we checked, I didn't think any country is better than the other. And let's just talk about this. I feel like Native Americans don't get the reputation that they deserve, because if I'm correct, I did some research and I've had a friend tell me if it wasn't for Native Americans, a lot of stuff wouldn't be possible. So I feel like Native Americans don't get enough a reputation and everything. But that's just my thought. Y'all might not agree with me, but that's just me. But if I'm right, if I'm wrong, I'll make another video detailing. But if you agree with me, put it in the comments. Let me know y'all opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this. Happy Sunday. And my birthday is Tuesday, so I'm going to probably try to do a live, or whichever rolls around. But I love y'all, and let's have a discussion in the comments. Is I'm right? Is I'm wrong? Y'all are more than welcome to educate me, but if you do, do it in a respectable way, please. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next video. Love y'all. This is episode DDTS 731. I love y'all, and I see y'all soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.